Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fans of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Play that bass, Dana, play it. Play that bass. Dana plays it way up high like that.
Way up high.
Way up there like
way
that.
High.
Are you a
way
slapper?
No, man. I try to play with the money, yeah.
Ah, there you go. Welcome to the show, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Williams.
It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him.
And if you're here for the very first time, welcome. Thanks for checking out the show. We very much appreciate it. This is all about drones, drone photography, and the drone community. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. The prize today is a Feelworld 4-inch monitor. Just 4 inches? Well, I guess it depends on what you do with it, doesn't it, ladies? Going to be giving that away. And the guest tonight is a gentleman named Randy Severino. He is working right now on a Marvel movie, a picture, as you were. He's going to tell us all about his work. He is a set dresser, so he's intimately involved with pictures, and he will be with us right around 7:30. But first, I would like to thank our sponsors, the letter 3, the Silver Cup, and of course, the Cadillac of processed meats. It's Pigeon to the Jerky, yo.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
all right.
Pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
Yeah.
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Pigeon Jerky. Much appreciated. Oh my goodness, Harry Taylor already. $10 super chat. He's the first tonight. Hope time to kick it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Again, super chats. $10 super chat will get you a set of eyeballs that are guaranteed to keep the birdies away from your drone. In fact, if you buy a set of eyeballs, put it on your drone, and your drone gets attacked by a bird, Dana will buy you a new one. Bird, that is, not drone. And now let's head to the newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Everything you'd ever want to know about drone news. It's Jeff Sills in the newsroom. What's happening today, sir?
All right. Well, before you queue up any videos, we have one breaking news story as of today.
Oh wait, hold
DJI.
on. Hold on. I got breaking news music. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. We need that. Hold on. Okay.
Wait, it's not broke yet.
This just into the newsroom off the teletype. Breaking DJI news. Here is on-the-spot reporter Jeff Sills.
So back in May, the Defense Department had banned the purchase of consumer drones made by a handful of vendors, including DJI, because of vulnerabilities. DJI announced today that the problematic vulnerabilities in their cloud system, as well as with the ability for people to access real-time drone location and live feed during flight, has been fixed.
Oh, good.
That they've been able to resolve the issue, and this massive breach that was inhibiting them from being used by the military has gone away.
Awesome. That's good news. But they're still falling out of the sky to bad batteries.
Yeah, still falling out of the sky due to bad batteries.
Good times.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Okay, so on a lighter note, the Radio City Rockettes, they are a staplehood of New York City. They have increased their show for their Christmas spectacular by using the new drones put out by Intel.
Oh, that's so cool, man. I have yet to see one of these cluster drone shows.
Golly, just look at it. They just fly around. Oh, man. Look like lightning bugs.
Yeah. What a great addition. Jeff?
That's another great example of how they can enhance the show using the drones. So I look forward to seeing more of this with live performances.
There it is. There's that little drone. That little mini-me drone with the... You think Santa's elves, do the Santa's elves make that drone?
You know they do.
Yeah, they're manufactured right there in the North Pole.
Little pint-sized drones.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Holy Toledo, VBS. We got $30 super chat. Is that Australian money? That's better than real money, isn't it? I'm talking about the exchange rate. Every time, Greg Coonert, our buddy from Oz by Drone in Australia, he shows me Australian money, and it's like, see-through plastic, fancy hologram, scratch and sniff, and I'm like, hey man, you got any real money down there in Australia? I'm just teasing.
As long as she works.
That's right. As long as I can put it in the soda machine.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that super chat. Much appreciated.
All right, so along the same vein with New York, a Swiss tourist was charged after accidentally crashing his drone into a midtown building.
Ugh, what an idiot.
A tourist is in trouble after crashing a drone through a window of a building near Times Square.
His drone smashing through a window on the building's 21st floor.
He is expected to be arraigned later this evening. 29-year-old Paolo Prezzetti was walked out of the precinct in handcuffs this afternoon and put into a waiting squad car. He is now charged with violating a city administrative code. Now, police say it was his drone last night that smashed through the window, that 21st floor window at 1700 Broadway. That's at Broadway and 54th Street. No one was in the building last night. The window was smashed, not shattered completely, a pretty small hole. So it appears there were no injuries. Apparently little, if any, glass made it to the ground because there's a rather wide ledge right underneath that window. And the really interesting thing about this story is that when Prezzetti showed up this morning to not only apologize for breaking the window with the drone, but also, we are told, agreed to pay for it, to cover the cost of the damage. He was, again, taken into custody.
They had him doing a perp walk. What? Like he just murdered someone. Did you see that hole? How fast do you have to be going to put a hole in a skyscraper window? Because they design those things so that you don't.
Apparently, those windows are made of foil or something. Because
right.
My goodness, my Phantom 4 would. I just can't believe it would do something like that.
Yeah, he had to have been.
Believe it.
He had to have been hauling. Like on The Walking Dead, how easy it is to put a knife in a skull on a zombie.
Yeah.
They must have made the windows out of the same paper mache because in real life that wouldn't happen. Hey, Tony.
Well, and I love the fact that they also administer that he violated a city administrative code, but they don't let you know what that code is.
Before it gets too far away, Tony T, thank you. 19-pound super chat. Yeah, thank you. How much is that in real money?
It's heavy. It's pounds.
No, is that English? Or yeah, that's an English. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you're very generous, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very, very fortunate to have people that support the show. It is greatly appreciated.
Okay, well, moving forward with the news, MIT has been working, I guess, pretty diligently to come up with a method of using drones to rescue lost hikers. And they're working on this project pretty diligently. The new system that they're developing, which they've got most of it working, uses a bunch of different technologies and coordination, because the drones have to be able to navigate through woods. They have to be able to fly to specific locations. They have to be able to share data with one another so that the mapping that they create can be downloaded to a ground station so rescuers can get a clear picture of the environment. And then add the ability to find the hiker, mark their location, so that then the rescuers can locate that individual or figure out the best method to get to them. This is a exciting new way to use drones as a safety device.
I love hearing good news about drones. They're going through windows and breaking things and bringing drugs into prisons. That's going to happen with any new technology. People are going to abuse it, but there's so many great things that drones can do.
Yes. And speaking of great things, there's 6 students in Guangzhou, China, have come up with a design for a high-altitude, self-driven UAV drone to catch people from high-rise fires. It's called NetGuard, and it is the scariest-looking thing I have ever seen in my life.
You ride it.
Look at this. Look at that. This is what they're thinking. Who's going to be the stunt man to try that for the first time?
You know what? If the building is high enough and really on fire, that would be your best option.
It looks stupid, but truth be told, you're on a building, it's on fire, your choice is burn or jump onto a net held by flimsy drones. I'll go for the net every single time.
Every time you're going to jump to that net, baby.
Hey, why not? Why not?
What do you got to lose?
People have invented dumber things. I would hope that they can work out all of that. But I'm just saying, here, let me just throw this out there. Parachute? Just a thought. Hey, let's put parachutes, 100 parachutes on the roofs of buildings. Switch them out every quarter. Just as a last resort. You never know.
Some helium?
Yeah, anything. A big
weather balloons.
A big Mary Poppins umbrella. Whatever. Anything. All right. Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
All right. So this last story was all over the feeds. I had so many different links to this that I had to share it. This video has been around. I've seen it on multiple, social media sites. A fallen bear cub drone video.
I love this.
Taken.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh yeah, I love this. Never give up, friends. Never give up.
Any more information?
Well, okay, so this was filmed in Russia, and the people that were filming it, the argument that people have, and this is from a lot of the wildlife groups as well as some of the, nature groups, the drone was too close. The general consensus is that the drone was what caused the bears to start this climb in the first place.
And I had the video. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. The cub got up and then slid down, and then got up and then slid down, like almost all the way down. Nah, it's not going to work. It's just
I sent that to, my son is a senior in college this year, and I sent that to him saying, "Never give up, son."
There you go.
Persevere.
Yeah, those hang on till Friday posters as motivational posters. Buddy. That's got to be on there because eventually,
keep going, baby.
Going. At the end, the baby cub did make it back up to mama, and they went off and they mauled a hiker. Yeah. Anything else, Jeff?
No, sir. That would be it for the news.
Don't you want to update people on your drone quest?
Well, okay. So the good news for the drone quest is this little fella.
Yeah.
Is assembled now. And the only thing missing are the 4 screws that hold the back panel on, which DJI has yet to provide for me.
Okay.
Get some white out and put on that tape.
Yeah, a little gorilla glue.
Oh yeah, Gorilla Glue. I'll never be able to take it back apart again.
So all you need to finish the project is 4 screws.
Essentially, to complete the drone, I'm gonna work on putting the flex cable on it this weekend, and at least test the camera and see if the camera at its basic level functions.
Okay. So once again, the only thing you need to finish is 4 screws.
4 screws.
And time.
Okay. All right. And
more time.
Yeah. And we thank you so much for your news. And if anybody wants to see the rest of the news, because he works all week and he puts a whole bunch of drone news together for not just us, but Oz by Drone. Go check out Oz by Drone. There's a link in the description to both Greg Oz by Drone's channel and Greg's channel, and of course Drone Book and Wiki News and everything you'd ever want to know. Thank you so much for being on the show, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
There he goes. He's gone. Do we have a super chat?
It's Oz, yeah, Kenneth Duke. It's a late fee, he says.
Oh, late fee. Okay. Thank you very much,
late
Kenneth.
fee.
Very much appreciate it. Let me share a few pictures that people have sent in. Once again, the guest tonight is Randy Severino. He works in the movies. And he's
Fun
working.
to say his last name, isn't it?
Severino? Yeah, well, I grew up in Philadelphia around Italians. There's no Italians where I live now that I can find. Love Italians. Love the food. Love the people. I dated many girls with vowels in their last name. I'm actually a godfather to a boy. His name is Vinny Dolente. Hey, I'm the godfather to Vinny Dolente. Hey. You
so
behave.
when you're the godfather, what role does that make you? What is that exactly?
The role is I promise to take over should he become an orphan or don't have any other real relatives to take care of him and to guide him.
I see.
Yes. Luckily for me, the Dolentes, it would take a lot for them to all die off. There's plenty of them. And that's why I signed on to that.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
After the 22 siblings.
Yeah. So let me share a picture. This is Peter Simonson. He's our French friend. He sent this of him on, I believe, the French coast there with his Phantom. And this is Andrew Smith. He took a shot of a tractor in Nebraska.
That looks nice.
Dennis Lynch. He's got a hat and eyeballs. Thank you so much. And Dennis Wingert. He is sporting one of those wonderful drone pilot stickers, of which I have here. I'm restocked with these. $10 super chat if you want one of these. The font has been changed. It went from Comic Sans to not Comic Sans. Not a fan of Comic Sans. But anyway, thank you, Jim Wallace, for
I've never seen
printing.
that sticker.
You haven't?
No.
Why not?
What up with that?
Well, there it is. Do you want one?
I mean, like, yeah.
$10 super chat. Of course you can have one, Dana.
My God.
Of course. Look at that.
Don't forget.
We got all kinds of decals. Again, the prize tonight is the Feelworld 4-inch monitor, and I'll just point something out. Dana?
Don't. No. That's somebody else's job. Don't do it.
Ah! Oh, it's pristine now. Look at that. It's just so pristine and clean.
Elizabeth. Coming to join you, honey. Oh, see there you go. That who would even enter the contest now?
Nobody wants it now. It's useless.
Nobody.
Useless. All right. I'm going to share something with you right now. Since it's coming up on Christmas time, would you like to get in the Christmas spirit, Dana?
Can you believe it's getting that close?
I know. In New York City at Rockefeller Plaza, they have the big, huge Christmas tree.
Tree, yeah.
Would you like to see that tree where it is coming from this year?
Ooh.
This is drone footage of the Christmas tree for Rockefeller Plaza. It was sent by Randy Haylock. Hey, Ken, love your show. Just took this video the other day. One of our local residents has donated this tree to Rockefeller Center in New York City, and I was lucky enough to drone it. It's an enormous Norway spruce. It's 72 feet tall. It weighs 12 tons, and it's approximately 75 years old. It will be cut down Thursday and make the trip from upstate to down to New York City, and it will arrive at Rockefeller Center November 10th, giving the folks there enough time to decorate it with thousands of LED lights before its big debut November 28th. It will be in place until the beginning of January. Please share this on Thursday Night Live. Randy Haylock. Isn't that nice?
Look at that.
75 years it took. That's something you don't think about, really. Because, like right now, somewhere there's another tree in New York growing, waiting to be the next tree in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
So there's a super chat you're going to want to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Lisbeth. Oh, my
See,
goodness.
I told you.
Oh.
There's Elizabeth again.
Who did that? Who? Why? Why would they do that?
It's Mel.
Was it Mel? Mel, can please pass one half of this on to Jeff to help with the Heron bird. Thanks for everything you and Dana do for all of us. I'm going to need a minute. $100 super chat. Wow. Do you think we even deserve that, Dana?
I do.
All right, how about this? How about I give half to Jeff and half to Dana?
Yeah. How about that?
Is that a good deal?
I'm in on that.
All right, very good. Because Dana is a very busy guy, and he makes time for this, just about every week if he can, when he has time, and we appreciate it. And we love you, Dana. Thank you.
Rick says, "When do you start in Nashville, Dana?" What does that mean? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Maybe he's asking when you're going to play again in Nashville. Maybe at the Opry. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying.
So, Dana, I'm going to leave this next one up to you. Would you like to see video of a floating solar farm or an abandoned missile plant?
Missile plant.
Missile plant?
Sounds good, but solar, I know what the solar's going to look good too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do both then.
Both?
Okay.
Which one first?
Missiles.
All right, we'll do the missile plant first. All right, this was sent in by Steve from Skycam. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. This is sent in from Jordan Yance from Yance, North Carolina Photography, the abandoned missile plant. Hey, Ken, thought I would share this video as a consideration for Viewer Video of the Week. It's a quick highlight video of an abandoned missile plant called the Tar Heel Missile Plant, located in Burlington, North Carolina. The former Tar Heel Missile Plant was originally built to house a textile manufacturing facility occupied by the Johnson Rayon Mills Incorporation, comprising of the original 50,000 square feet. Single-story manufacturing building was completed in 1927. And in 1929, a call for expansion led to a second adjoining building of 70,000 square feet. The Rayon plant shut down its operations in 1931, and the plant remained mostly vacant aside from a number of temporary uses until it was purchased by the Defense Plant Corporation in 1942 and leased to Fairchild Engines and Airplane Corporation for the manufacture of training aircraft to be supplied to the Army Air Force. And this was all done with an Inspire 2.
It looks like something exactly like something you and I would be flying.
Oh, yeah. If we're just driving around and we saw that, we drove by that,
Absolutely.
we'd be like...
As soon as we saw that tower...
Yeah. I love those old-timey towers. And now,
Exactly what we've been doing.
something else that we would love to film. And this is a floating solar farm. This was sent in by Steve from Skycam Video. Hey, Ken, amazing work going on near me in the UK. A floating solar farm on a reservoir. Sounds like fiction, but it's happening now. It was overcast that day and very cold, windy. Had to fly in sport mode to get it back. Hope you enjoy. This was recorded near Lancaster, England.
Look at that, huh?
That's a good idea.
Wonder why the floating. What that's.
Well, I mean, if you just plunk it down on the water, you don't have to build a framework, on the ground and dig poles and stuff to hold it up.
Yeah, well, how's the power getting? There's got to be cabling somewhere.
I bet there's a wire. Dane, I I bet you
Gotta
any
be
amount of money.
At least 14 gauge wire running.
I'll tell you what, I'd probably go 16 gauge on that.
You think?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you don't want to skimp on the wire. Wait, is it like a shotgun where the higher the number, the smaller the wire? I don't know. Some electrician.
The higher the number, the smaller the wire.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. The electricians are out there going, "No, you're wrong."
No, it's 10 gauge.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I actually got some mail.
Email, we get email. We get your email every day. Here's your mail today.
Yeah, that's not email, it's snail mail. And by the way, if you want to send me something via snail mail, you can. Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road in Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. Make it delicious. Nobody sent me any edibles in a while. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so this is from the same guy that made the Raz clock.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love the Raz clock, man.
This is Ed Shiver. Hey, Ken, hope you don't mind. I was watching your show Thursday night, September 4th. By the way, as usual, great show. Thank you very much. I got a chuckle out of it when I was making them for you. I hope you get a chuckle out of them as well. Happy Halloween. Just a fan, Ed Shiver, a.k.a. Addicted to Drones. So he made some decals, and it's a little late for this year, but next year I'll be ready. And there's one for me and one for you. It's my logo with a witch's broom and hat on it.
The Heron is riding the broom.
Yeah. Off to Hogwarts, I imagine.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And I'm keeping this for myself, not giving it away. I might even put it on my car. Look at that. That is very cool. Thank you so much.
You can put it on the window. You cannot put it on the car.
No.
I will not permit stickers on the paint.
No, that's no good.
No.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ed Shiver. Much appreciated. So we're just about 2 minutes away from calling our guest tonight. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Jimmy's still got this.
Jimmy Fallon.
What does Ariana Grande want to be when she grows up?
What?
Ariana Venti.
How do I get the other person back? Alexa, tell me a joke.
Take it away, Jimmy.
What did the caveman say when his suit got made really fast? Taylor Swift.
Man, I'm telling you, whoever is the joke writer at Amazon, they really need to can that dude, man.
Well, you know what? They have to make them safe for kids or whoever. It's got to be vanilla. You can't go too.
I mean, come on, man.
It's pretty bad. I don't know why Jimmy Fallon's on my thing. Relentless.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. $20 super chat.
I heard a bad old joke yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Williams.
Dude said, hey, man, I got circumcised, and after that, I couldn't walk for a year.
I'm sorry, what?
When I got circumcised, I couldn't walk for a year.
Oh, because you're a baby and you can't walk anyway.
There you go.
Oh, see, now that reminds me of every circumcision joke I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And now I desperately want to tell one.
Yeah, come on.
No, man. Look, even though I checked, Google Analytics shows that my audience is mostly dudes. It's a sausage fest. Still, for those few ladies out there, I can't do it. I can't do it. By the way, if you are a female, if you are a lady and you're watching, please chat and let me know that you're there, because you're like a unicorn. All right, I'm gonna show one very short video, and then we'll bring in our guest, Randy Severino. Do you know the show
Severino?
Paranormal Lockdown? It's a ghost show. You know Ghost Adventures, right?
Right. Well,
It's one of those guys. It's one of those guys that used to be on Ghost Adventures. He has his own show now on the Learning Channel. And I was watching it. This is from season 2, so it's probably from 2017. And their cameraman sent up a drone at night. And I'm thinking they probably didn't get a nighttime waiver, but anyway.
Maybe it was just Twilight.
Well, maybe it was. You be the judge. Here is the clip from that show.
Thermal camera set. It's mounted on the drone. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, we're gonna start up on the 5th floor.
Great. I'll get this in the air.
Yeah, that's dusk.
A little bit. All right, good luck.
The crickets is not a good sign.
No. And that's a big one. And they had FLIR on it. Oh yeah, you can still see a little bit of sun.
It's hard to breathe in here. It's getting a little too windy out here, guys. It's getting a little crazy. I gotta land this.
It's getting crazy. Gotta land it.
Getting crazy.
Let me land this thing. So later in the show, they did mention that it was 3 a.m. when they sent that out.
They did, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So naughty, bad. Just because you're a big network doesn't mean. Now, of course, the production company could have.
They could have had a way.
There are ways to find out. If anybody is so inclined, do find out. Let me know. But
anybody really cares?
The FAA would care. I mean, if they're going to do that on a regular basis. By the way, I think I saw a super chat go by. A couple. Lloyd Mendenhall. Thank you so much, Grumpy Vlogger. $10 super chat just saying hello. Great show as always. Great to have Dana here again. And Kip's camera, $20. Thank you, Kip. Wow, that's awesome. And
Johnny's asking if we're coming around Wisconsin for the holidays.
Are you?
And I'm looking. It
All right.
seems like.
For those who don't know, Dana Williams is in a band called Diamond Rio. He plays bass. He's been doing it back since way before even mullets were in fashion. If you do a Google search, Dana Williams mullet, that's some good stuff right there.
Okay, Johnny. The 21st of December, we're in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Bowler?
I thought I saw that.
Bowler? I hardly know her.
Bowler, Wisconsin.
All right, so let's go ahead and call our guest, Randy Severino. Hopefully he's standing by. He's a very, very busy guy. In fact, I think he's in the middle of doing a movie.
Yeah, didn't you say?
Yeah, he's working on the new Captain Marvel movie.
Captain Marvel, how marvelous!
Yeah, trying to bring him in here.
Come on, you know what that means.
That
you do have Razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz is coming up. I will not forget. I promise. I promise. Let's see if Randy makes it.
Razzmatazz.
Fingers crossed. Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy.
He goes. Randy in here will be Razzmatazz enough.
He goes right there. Come on, Randy.
Yeah,
where am I looking? Am I looking?
There.
Randy, come on, man.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Right at him.
Come on, buddy. No, Randy. I'll try him again, but I will tell you. Wait, is he there? Is he there? Is he there? Oh, Lord.
It's always a chore.
Well, hey, it was going really smooth until just now. Let me go ahead and try him again. And then I'll tell you why he might not be there. But I don't want to bring down the room just yet.
Oh, there's a reason why he may not be there.
Yeah. And I hope I hope that's not why. I hope it's just technical difficulty.
Ooh, I don't know. Boy, when you have them, because you really have them.
Well, so far, Wirecast hasn't clogged up yet, and that's fine. Yeah, River Mersey says, forgot Raz last week. Actually, I didn't. Came back at the very end and did Raz. I haven't missed Raz ever. Not once. You just didn't stick around long enough, River.
Yeah.
Gotta watch the very end. So, it doesn't look like Randy's going to be able to join us.
Relentless is asking me what I'm drinking, and this is Milo's. I think Milo's unsweet tea.
Oh.
How about that?
All right. Well, I have to stop playing the happy music and reveal one of the reasons why he may not be there. One of the reasons why Randy may not have made it is because he's very busy with the movie and his schedule is hectic and he's in Pacific time. Maybe he just forgot what time we're on, or he did let me know that his father is in hospice. And so there could have been a problem with his dad. So let's all just take a moment and send some positive vibes out to Randy and his dad. And I'll try to schedule him on for another time.
Where is he out of?
I think he's in California.
He is California?
Yeah, where they make all the movies. Yeah, I'll try to get him back on. But
well, that's all right, man. We got me and you, and we got everybody in the chat.
We do. We got everybody.
What else do you have for us?
You know, I know I played this before. I'm going to play it again. You remember my buddy Kelly? Who was on the morning show? Some of you may not have seen this. This is one of the funniest things I've seen. Everybody teases Kelly because he has a GoPro Karma.
Well, he deserves it then.
He does. Well, he didn't know. He has a friend who knows about these things, but he didn't consult with me. But he learned his lesson and actually made a video about one of his crashes that it will happen if you own a Karma. And here that is. Enjoy.
It looks good in Heron. We're coming forward with the side stick. Oh, looks good. Roger. I've got a blowout. Vapor 3. Get your pitch to 0. Pitches out. I can't hold altitude. Correction. Alpha hold is off. Trip select is emergency. Flight column. I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking.
Now, if you're over 40, then you know that is from the $6 Million Man intro,
yeah,
and that fit perfectly with that video. Kenneth Duke, thank you so much. Oh, there's 300 people watching.
Did his karma just quit in midair?
It just fell out of the sky. How about that?
I'll be dog.
How about that?
Some kind of karma there.
Now, next week on the 15th, you know, I've done 67 shows now. Haven't missed one, even when I was in the hospital. And I don't even plan on missing one on Thanksgiving.
Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Jim said hey.
Hey, Jim.
So I'm saying hey back.
Hey, everybody. And, you know, that's kind of a difficult thing to do. And so not every country in the world celebrates Thanksgiving. So the show will go on. And that's just how much I care. But on the 15th, next Thursday, I'll be at Churchill Downs. You ever been there, Dana? Churchill Downs in Kentucky?
What part of Church?
That's right over like that.
Right over like
that. We're running like that there. Oh, Relentless. Another $20 super chat. Well, they live up to their name, don't they? Relentless. You continue being relentless with those super chats. That is no problem at all. But I'll be doing the show from Churchill Downs from near Lexington, Kentucky. And I got a video from someone named Kip who knows I'm going to be there. He said, "Hey, Ken, I could not wait to share this after hearing you're coming to check out the place on the 15th, Churchill Downs. I'm a lifelong photographer / woodworker and software geek who makes 3D models of hospitals to pay bills these days with some really talented architects. This video may be a perfect addition to prep your bluegrass excursion." Let me go ahead and play this for you as I read this.
And what are you going there for?
I'm going for with Heartland Financial. And I'm going to meet with some fellers. He says, "I was there on behalf of a crane company with permission from Churchill Downs, and I was mainly just having fun as this was my first real anything. Before this, I was just practicing. I was very nervous as I waited all summer on airspace authorization, and it came just in time, but I had one lucky chance as the crane was supposed to leave the day before. I got plenty of good stuff from the ground, but the drone was bought just for this job. Hope you enjoy it, Kip." So they Churchill Downs had an expansion project that they did, and that's why the crane was there. This is, of course, a horse racing track for those not in the United States and don't know about Kentucky and their famous horses. And so I'm looking forward to going there and hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I asked. I thought, man, are they running horses there or something?
Yeah.
Why I was thinking.
You know Brad, the musician when I filmed the castle from his band. Yeah. Well, he works at Heartland, and so he invited me out there to meet his colleagues, and they're trying actually right now to get clearance so that I can fly a little bit, not during a horse race, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
But so yeah, it would be fun to get some aerial footage. They've got some really famous spires there at Churchill Downs that they're proud of. So hopefully, at least I'll get some ground footage anyway. When should we give the prize away?
Hey, look, Randy's here.
Randy,
am I late?
Is he? Oh, he just popped up. Hold on a second. There. Oh, there he is. Hey, Randy. Yes. Hey, I tried to call you about 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. So, hey, man, you just magically appear anytime you want. That's movie magic right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm late, I guess. Right?
That's okay. That's no problem.
Okay.
So everything good?
Yeah, as good as it can be right now. Yeah.
Okay. So please explain to people who you are and what you do for a living.
Okay. Randy Severino. I work in Hollywood. Just take my reading glasses off. I'm a set dresser, and what a set dresser is we dress sets for the movies.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
No, so the difference between props and sets would be, so we break down the script, we see what the set's going to be. The director, production designer, they come up with a concept. I work with a decorator and a crew, and we in charge of logistics, making props, bringing props to the location. Could be a typical house, could be a spaceship, as we were doing on our last show, and do some high-tech stuff, do some regular stuff. It's whatever the movie calls for as far as the set for the scene.
So what are you working on right now?
Captain Marvel for Marvel.
Yeah, now I'm sure you got to be kind of tight-lipped about it, I'm sure. That's pretty much all you can tell us, can't you? You can't give any spoilers or anything like that.
No, you can. I think you can look it up. There's a trailer out there, but I can't. I'm on a full a non-disclosure agreement.
When is it supposed to? Do you know? Can you say when it's supposed to come out?
April 2019.
Is it April?
Yeah.
2019.
Can you tell us about anything that you like? Any kind of work that you did on it, or any kind of set stuff or anything?
So what's cool about Captain Marvel is it takes place in the 90s, which I'm not giving anything away, I hope. I'll find out tomorrow if I'm fired.
Oh, dear.
But, no. So it's a lot of, we're doing like F-15 cockpits, and we're doing stuff in space. So it's a mixture of like regular everyday things we're used to, but the spaceships are really cool, and a lot of aircraft stuff, which is kind of my specialty because my background is I did a lot of aviation stuff.
Okay, and of course you Part 107 drone pilot.
Yeah, I was originally a fixed wing pilot, private pilot. I flew for the Auxiliary Air Force, CAP. If there's any CAP listeners out there, it's the Auxiliary Air Force volunteer. We do search and rescue, humanitarian efforts. So we fly aircraft, looked for downed aircraft. So I had that background, did a lot of flying, and just recently I got into the drone thing. And I saw I followed you a lot and learned a lot from you and got my 107.
Oh, awesome! Well, thanks. Yeah. I'm glad to have helped in a little way. So, how do you incorporate? You told me that you incorporate your drone work with your set dressing a little bit. You use it to show the director. Is that right?
Yeah. So let's say on a grand scale, usually exteriors, not in an interior, of course. By the way, is this microphone like totally echoing?
It's just the room. It sounds fine.
Because I can turn that down. Finally got it on my.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, thanks. So exterior shots, like if we're doing a big village, I think I sent you some some files. I don't know if you got those, if that worked or not.
Yeah, I have some pictures here. Is this?
Oh, that's yeah.
Wait,
so
oh,
that
wait.
was
Yeah, right
that's
here.
Optimus
Yeah,
Prime.
right here. Okay, sorry about that.
That was just the backlot at Universal. I don't even remember what movie that was. I
Okay.
don't remember sending.
I'll
that.
just flip through
So
these.
this is American Sniper. We were filming with Clint Eastwood, and that was a replica. Part of that is a Fallujah village and Afghanistan, and those are army tents. And so I flew my aircraft. This was before I got my drone, so I used to use my aircraft a lot.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And get aerial footage and just take some shots. And it, you know, we did have Google Earth, but it was nice just to get some footage from the aircraft.
And is this the same? This is the same?
Yeah, that's American Sniper.
And where is it?
That's a place called Blue Cloud Ranch, and it's in Santa Clarita, California.
Is this a
And
place
it's a movie
that-
ranch.
Oh, so people use this regularly to make movies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Let's see.
I reckon how many westerns been made there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is you next to one of the Transformers?
Yeah, just helping out some friends.
Okay.
Working on that's Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And so this is the layout. Like the production designer will give us a layout of how these tents are supposed to go. And we had some military barracks for American Sniper. And so that aerial footage just kind of helped us get an idea of space within that valley.
Okay, cool. And what?
How did I send these to you?
Yeah,
How
you did. You sent
Did
these
I?
to me. Am I not supposed to have this?
No, I don't. I just
Okay, it just seems it's kind of random. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So that's American Sniper. It's just fun movie prop stuff. There was a freezer that the villain that I forgot. I can't even remember the whole script back then. But this is a true story, sadly enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was storing human body parts in there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And that's actually a whole completely built set by our construction department. And then all those posters and little things, set dressing comes in, and we kind of make it.
So is that what you do? Mostly?
Right. So I'll add the final touches and those posters, like in an exterior shot like this.
Wow.
And that was Wind Talkers. That was a Japanese village. We did the
remember
island
that.
of.
That was a great movie. Great movie.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good movie. Didn't get a whole lot of press, but
And that's,
yeah, we had some. Fraser Smith was Fraser Smith. He's a DJ. Shoot, I forgot his last name. First name, but last name is Fraser. He's a special
Brendan?
effects guy. No, not Brandon Fraser. Jeez, what's his first name? He's the special effects coordinator on it.
How is something like that created? Like, is that all just a bunch of diesel, or to set off?
Yeah, that might actually be gasoline.
Okay.
They're big mortars. They're giant steel pots that are faced like in a V shape. And one of his guys, his name was Kenny. He would design these things called Kenny packs. It's almost like a plastic explosive with a primer cord. And he would fill these big vats or mortars with gasoline or diesel. I think that one was gasoline.
Wow.
Plop it in there and ignite it and do those big
Now, how much
mushrooms.
gas would that be?
That would probably be for that mortar. That's not my profession, but I was watching them when they did it. I think maybe 10 gallons or maybe more.
Can you imagine 10 gallons of gas being lit? Woo!
Plus the explosion that's igniting it, yeah.
And can you explain this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that was American Sniper. It's a lot of work on set, but we do get to goof around and have a lot of fun. So we're playing with these. These are real tanks. It's a company out here in Los Angeles that provides us with real military vehicles, and it's a real blast doing a military show.
How do you get involved?
So Randy, I have a friend that is a set. I don't know. He builds the sets over in Albuquerque in that studio over there. He worked on Breaking Bad, the series, and the Better Call Saul and all that stuff. That's where they shoot all that, and they find places where these guys, set builders, different ones, they'll throw him in, and okay, maybe he's like running a hot dog stand in the background. You know?
Oh,
you
right,
guys,
like a background.
Do you guys, yeah, just a background. Do you guys ever, okay, yeah, I'll be some of the city village people or something like that? Do you guys get to throw yourselves in there?
You get to be an extra?
Sometimes, yeah, they'll use us as an extra. Back when I used to work out when I was younger, and they would use me. There was this, I don't know if you ever watched the TV show Coach.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. So there was an episode where Jerry Van Dyke, we were doing a 3D episode, and they're like, hey, Randy, get over here. We need you to do this gag. So me and one of the other grips, Chris, we were grabbing Jerry and like throwing him into the camera. So yeah, once in a while you get to like be on camera and do some stuff.
So
but
what?
Usually we're real busy.
So what movies can you say that you've been in that capacity? Like what movie?
Not a lot. Like,
No.
A couple of like stage hands in background for what was it? Like just background stuff on Big Fat Liar. I think they saw some of us like in the background working.
Oh,
I don't know
cool.
if you ever, that movie with Paul Giamatti.
Can you get your SAG card with that, or do you have to have a line for that?
I know a lot of drivers that, like, if they're driving in a scene, they get their SAG card. A lot of prop masters who are on set all the time.
And for people who don't know what a SAG card, it's a Screen Actors Guild, and I tell you, that is a great thing to get because you can get health insurance through the Screen Actors Guild.
You certainly can.
Yeah, and then you're not tied down to any kind of job in the United States, which is where most people get their health insurance. Anyway. How did you get into the movie business, and was it a calling for you, or did you just kind of fall into it?
Well, both my parents were in the entertainment business, and my dad was a musician. My mom was a dancer, ballet dancer. She worked with Martha Graham, went to school at Juilliard. Wow. They were out here in Hollywood. They were both from East Coast, but they moved out to Hollywood, and it was kind of just one of those things. I was kind of one of those kids that was into making movies and, claymation stuff and little stop action things. And one summer I just got a job. It was nepotism, basically. My mom and dad knew people, and they say, hey, maybe Randy can help out, on a summer job. And I got a job. My first job was on Less Than Zero with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was in like 1987. So worked on that, and then what was really cool is years later when I did the first Iron Man movie, I ran into Robert Downey and introduced myself, and I told him the story. And he was like the first actor I ever saw.
Oh,
is he working? And
is he nice?
He was great. He actually gave me a hug. He's like, man, can you believe where we are now? Like we've come full circle. And he gave me a hug, and he goes, we came a long way since then.
Does he smell good? He looks like he smells good.
Oh, he smells great. Yeah, he's Iron Man.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you?
I think there's an Iron Man cologne available.
There should be.
So you're also in a band. What's the name of your band?
I play at church every Sunday, which is really great. Get a lot of joy out of that. And then I just play in a lot of party bands. And there's a great guy. We've known each other for years. His name is Victory Mori. And we were playing in a project together. And Victory, he's a well-known guitar teacher out here, and he's on a lot of recordings. But he's one of those unsung heroes. You might not know his name, but he does a lot of recordings. So I'm in a project with him, working on some stuff.
Okay, and of course, you're sitting there at your drums, and I have to ask you if you wouldn't mind, please, just doing a little for us. Would you mind doing that?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of a jazzy drummer. That takes a lot of talent. You're sitting there with drums. Let's hear it.
Actually, I got him in the.
And Danny, you can play bass along with him if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. They're all mic'd up and everything. He's doing it right.
Video, man.
Heck yeah. It's got the U-Haul blankets in the background for sound.
Yeah.
I bet everybody's got a U-Haul blanket somewhere in their house.
A U-Haul blanket.
Woo! Yeah. Very good.
All right.
As you know, I've got my drum kit under my pinball machines, and I haven't taken them out in years. I think you've motivated me to pull those out and start playing them again. So every week.
That sound through? I turned on the drum mics. I don't know if they were going through there.
Oh, it sounded fantastic. It sounded
cool.
fantastic. And so every week we do a thing called Would You Ride It? Where I play some manner of manned drone that these crazy people are inventing. And sometimes they look like they want to kill you, and other times they look fun. So I'm going to ask you and everybody.
Most of the time they look like they want to kill you.
Yeah, they look like they want to slice and dice you. So you let me know and watch this video along with everybody else in the chat and tell me, would you ride it? And this is...
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
No.
See, look at him.
No,
Well, this is called the Hover Surf S3.
Yeah, the
That
slice
looks
and
like,
dicer.
that looks like the things that was in Star Wars. You remember when they through the trees?
Yeah. This thing has a 12.3 kilowatt hour battery. You get 40 minutes of flight time. Top speed 50 miles an hour. It's made completely of carbon fiber. It has a laser LiDAR navigation system, and it's going to be released in 2019. And the company right now, if you want one, they're accepting deposits of $10,000.
Yeah, but what's the weight limit?
Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, the useful load.
yeah. Well, this guy doesn't get off the ground. He just kind of spins the propellers. Anytime the promotional video doesn't show the thing flying, or if it's some
Right.
kind of computer animation, and I'm
Beware.
like, yeah. So
I saw that one with the guy, and it looked like if he fell into those blades, he would just be obliterated.
Oh, you're just
Yeah.
chopped in half.
some of these third world countries that are, and I don't mean to pick on third world countries, but some of these countries are offering videos of these wacky baskets, and then the propellers are right here at eye level, at decapitation level. So what are people saying? Yeah, yes, I would ride that. I'd ride that. Decapitated leg chopper. Yeah, I would have to have my legs encased in some kind of protector thing.
Kind of steel.
Yeah.
Why don't they just have cages around them? I don't know why they.
Nobody asked me about the design of these things. So
They need dressing. That's what they need.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of dressing, bandage dressing.
You're not kidding.
So Randy, what other kind of projects you got coming down the pike? Anything that you can talk about, or no?
Well, I was working on Top Gun also. That was some filler because we did Captain Marvel and it went down, and then these are the actual reshoots we're working on right now. But in between, I was working on Top Gun. You guys probably heard of that. The new one, yeah.
Cool. And
that's going to be, I think it's going to be really good because it's very similar to the original.
Ooh.
And Tom Cruise, he does most of his stunts, doesn't he? I mean, even at whatever age he is, like 53 or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, pretty amazing guy.
Have you met him?
Actually, I didn't get to meet him on that.
Okay, well, if you do meet him, please email me and let me know how he smells.
Okay.
These things are important to me.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us, and good luck with everything that you're going to be working on. One more question before I let you go. Do you get to go to the premieres of these movies?
Yeah,
since you're in them?
they do a thing for us called the cast and crew screening. It's not the red carpet premiere at like the Kodak Theater,
right?
But they're really good to us, and Marvel's great. Like, even if it's another project that we didn't work on, they usually give us an invite. But yeah, most of the films we work on, we always get.
That's awesome.
Wonderful, man.
Will you come back and talk to us in a year or so and update us on the projects that you've done?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and then if I have some drone footage of some exterior things that we use to work on, I'll send it to you.
That would be perfect.
As soon as once a movie's released, then I can kind of show you that stuff. They're real strict on.
Oh yeah, understandably.
And everything.
Thank you so much, Randy, for being on with us. I very much appreciate your time, sir.
Good talking with you, pal. Sure.
Hey, thanks for all your help with all the questions you helped me out with 107.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question? Actually?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
For the church I was filming, they had a festival going on for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So legally, because I was flying under Part 107, even though I was doing it as a donation, so I'm not really making money on it. So, but it's not a hobby either, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at sunset, between sunset and end of evening civil twilight, it's not technically night yet, right?
Right. There's a lot of gray area in there.
Right. So I was shooting a night shot legally because it wasn't technically legally night.
Yeah, the only
Twilight.
I will tell you this. I do know, and I hope FAA dudes aren't watching, but I do know that the only way that anybody ever, shouldn't even say this, but the only way people get caught with doing their whatever bad things that the FAA would frown upon is if someone else reports to them. And the only way that happens is if somebody sees it like on YouTube or Vimeo, or if they post it somewhere and then somebody doesn't like it. So that's really the only way they can police these things. And something like that, for a church or, for gray area, as long as you're within, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it, did I?
No, I didn't hear anything. I
don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about. Awesome. Thank you so much, Randy.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
He was a great guy, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Fabulous.
Such a fascinating career he's got going on.
Yeah, it really is, man. Very, very interesting. And I know he probably gets wore out with people just like me and you, because there's very few people that are hip to that world, man, and understand it and know how it works. And it's just really interesting to see these pictures of these cities and villages that they build out in the middle of just the field. And they build
to be able to pull back the curtain on a little movie magic.
Oh,
that's a great thing. Yeah. But it's you get the same thing. You get people interested about the music world. They have questions, and you're gracious enough to answer their questions when you can.
I know. I went to we were out in Hollywood. We went to NBC. We were doing the Tonight Show, and right across the hall, you've heard them during the Tonight Show to always talk about, I run into so and so across the hall. They were doing such and such.
Right.
Well, we went across the hall, and it was during the day after our sound check, and because they filmed the Tonight Show like at 5:00 in the afternoon. So you're there early, and we went across the hall, and there was they were doing a soap opera over there. And we go in this big room now, huge room, and they've got these like dividers up, and here's the kitchen, and right next to that is the outside around the fireplace, and right next to that is a bedroom, and right on around the room all of these different scenes, and they're sitting right there in the same room. They're just little like booths or something. But this is a bedroom, this is the kitchen, and here's the outside. And
sets are very deceiving.
I mean, certainly.
And they build them. They build them for perspective. I was lucky enough years ago, when I was 16 years old, to go to CBS Studios in California, and I saw what was left over of the Gilligan's Island set, and the lagoon was still there. It was a big pool-looking thing. Of course, it's a lot smaller in person. And I actually went on the Price is Right set by myself. I snuck off from the tour. I was like, hey, you guys are looking over there? Okay, I think I got to go to the bathroom over here. I'm going to go see this big wheel thing. And so I did. I went and I spun the wheel. Like in the dark. It was it was in the dark. I could barely see anything. I was feeling around. Oh, it's a big wheel. And I spun it. It's been 30 years, so I think I got away with it. Wow. But anyway, hey, should we give something away?
Sure, man. It's about time.
All right. It's time to give away more junk. And that junk tonight is certainly not junk at all. It is the Feelworld 4-inch monitor. This will sit on top of your DSLR camera or however else you want to use it. Comes with a really cool battery and a case and all these accessories. And I've got a question, and the first person to answer this question correctly will win. And of course,
Yeah.
Dana and I are the final judges and arbiters of who will win. So let there be no disputes. Yeah. Oh no, there'll be Raz. There'll be Raz later. Everybody gets a Raz as a parting gift if you don't win, and that's most of you. All right. So the question is, since we're giving away a monitor, the question is monitor related. First person to answer correctly in the chat. Why were the old-timey computer monitors green? You know, those old TRS-80, well, the TRS-80 wasn't green, it was like brown, but anyway.
Talking about it typing in green.
Yes, on the monitor itself, on the screen.
Yeah, the digits were green.
Yes, why were the old-timey computer monitors green? First correct answer wins. And now, here's Dana with a joke. We gotta pass the time, man.
Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Yep.
I am.
No. Does spelling count? Oh, goodness. You know
I
what?
don't know, but I see the magic word.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him.
I would.
Yes. Let me go back up here. Who was the first one to say the word? Was it? Yeah, I think it was Bill Holloman.
Bill Holloman.
Bill Holloman. Congratulations, sir. And it was the guy after that misspelled it. The answer is early CRT monitors, cathode ray tubes, used a certain type of phosphor that emitted green light, and that's why old computer monitors were green. So congratulations to Bill Holloman. You won.
Huh.
How about that?
That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
there, man.
And now our audience. I'm out of here. Screw you, Ken. I didn't win. I'm not watching anymore.
I hate monitors anyway.
I hate you. But don't leave, because, you know, it's just about that time for everyone to go ahead and bathe in the glow and the wonder that is Razzmatazz. Oh, the wonder of Razzmatazz. Everyone loves it.
Everyone needs it.
Everyone loves it. Everyone needs it. They almost look like bubbles. Ah, yes. Look at that. All your troubles just washed away.
Basking in the glow of it all.
All the stresses and problems of the day now absorbed by the bluish purple bubbles of the Raz. Let it wash over you. Oh, friends, this is my gift to you.
Okay, I feel clean.
Do you feel clean?
Yeah, I'm clean now.
All right, and we're done. And we're back. All right.
I'm clean.
Yeah. All right, so I got a couple more videos to show, and then the viewer video of the week. Oh, this weekend, I'll be hanging out with Whitney Westerfield, drone pilot / senator. But this Saturday, he's not going to be a senator. He's just going to be drone pilot friend. So I'm going to film fall foliage at the Egner's Ferry Bridge, the new Egner's Ferry Bridge in Kentucky, for a documentary about the land between the lakes. So I've been hired to go out there and film the bridge, and I figured, why not get me a spotter? And I thought, well, you know, Dana's usually too busy, and he's going to be out of town anyway. So I called my senator friend, because now I have a senator friend.
I talked to him on election night.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
we talked.
Did you? Okay. Would I have liked the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
it was
had
about
nothing
drones.
to do
It was
with,
about drones, right?
Had nothing to do with your issue.
I want to share something, and many people may not have even heard of this. Have you ever heard of FAA Part 137?
I don't believe I have, no.
Well, I didn't know about it until today. It's very interesting. And there's a guy named Matt Harris. He sent me a video of him talking about this very thing, and maybe some of you out there know about it. He said, "Hey, Ken, first let me say I'm a big fan of your channel and a big fan of Dana and Diamond Rio.
Yeah.
Thank you both for what you do. I happen to be, quite possibly, the first in Ohio to have my Part 137 certification. Do you have any idea what that could be?"
I don't know, but I can look it up.
Well, don't do that, because here he is to talk about it. Here he is telling you what it is.
Hi folks, Matt Harris, Drone Strike LLC. Wanted to make a short update video about my quest to become an aerial applicator. That's right, aerial applicator with a drone. I recently obtained my 1A license with the state of Ohio, the Department of Agriculture. That's the license that allows pilots to spray pesticides with an aircraft here in this state. My next hurdle, of course, is my Part 137, which is an FAA license, and not actually obtaining a license, but I have to get an exemption from that license because technically, while I'll be applying pesticides with an aircraft, it's an unmanned aerial vehicle, so it doesn't really apply, but the FAA wants to make sure that it's regulated. Now, this is so new that I am the only one in the state of Ohio that has started the process for the application. The only one. And we don't have an exact number, but maybe the 5th, maybe 6th person in the entire country that has this. So very exciting. I wanted to get on here and share that news with you. You know, this is just one more tool in the tool bag for me and for Drone Strike, of course, to be able to apply pesticides on your crops with an aircraft, with a UAV. But if you have any questions, if you're on the website here, if you're seeing on the website here, find the email, go ahead and send me a question via email, ask them here in this video. Of course, you know, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, go ahead and share it with everybody that you think might be curious about this thing, because I'm trying to be as transparent as possible going through the whole process so that we can have more people than just myself and a handful of others, because this is something that's going to come quick, because technology is growing faster and faster every single day. And I really think this is something that could be really big for agriculture. Thank you.
Isn't that great? Thank you, Matt, very much for that.
Yeah.
I learned something new, but and congratulations on being one of the few, but I hate to correct him, but he is not the first in the country to be able to crop dust. I've been crop dusting probably since I was born. I'm a prolific crop duster. I first started on my little sister. She'd be crawling, learning how to walk, and I'd come in and crop dust her. Thank you, Matt. So I didn't even realize that you needed. Of course, you would authorization from the FAA to be able to do stuff like that, pesticides, and crop dusting. Yeah. So.
Why is it that even as adults we grin?
Right back in the gutter.
Yeah.
So would you like to see something really cool? And then the viewer video of the week, because I know Dana's getting tired. I can always tell when Dana's getting tired because he starts doing this. He starts doing the lean. That's when he gets tired of holding himself up and he wants to hit the easy chair. Dude, I know you. I know you so well.
Oh my gosh.
But first, I want to thank everyone who's watching. I really do appreciate everyone so much. You know, Spin Up's coming up. There's a link in the description if you want to join us in Spin Up December 1st in Austin. It's a chance for you to come meet a lot of your favorite droner people in the community, and we're going to be speaking. There's links in the description if you want to know about it. In fact, Kelly from Ready Set Drone, he gave me a discount code. And now you're able to bring a guest. So go check that out in the description. Now, a discount code. Now, I forgot to share this a couple weeks ago, and the guy who sent it to me, I apologize. This is from Quadcopters and Drones channel. He, did I miss a bunch of super chats? I'm sorry. Sky Story Studio.
That's the only one I've seen come up.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You know, what did I miss? What are you laughing about?
Oh, Dan Castle.
What did he say?
He says, talk about crop dusting on the tour bus.
Do you crop dust on the tour bus?
Oh, I'm sure it goes down.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just a bunch of hairy-legged old boys.
It's just dudes.
You know how we are.
Yeah, of course. It's going to happen.
We
So
don't care.
this is from Quadcopters and Drones channel. And he says, hey, Ken, I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's me flying my Phantom 3 Pro backwards for 4,000 feet using line of sight method. Thanks to you and Matthias in Sweden, who is a prolific backwards flyer. And he actually has the little spark that's flying around the world. And I can't wait to see the footage. But here is from Baltimore.
Backwards.
Yeah, here, check it out. I mean, he goes and goes.
I guess.
Wow. You ever been to Baltimore?
Yeah.
My sister was born there.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow, he can't see it that far. Come
No.
on, there's no way. You, sir, liar. But we appreciate it.
It can't see you, and you can't see it.
Unless you have binocular eyeballs. But thank you so much, Quadcopters and Drones channel, for sending that in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the viewer video of the week. And this is from Kevin from Humboldt Craftworks. This is cool. Anything that has to do with doggies, I'm all about. I love doggies. In fact, my doggie's at home right now, little Henry. He's waiting on me. So here it is. He says, hey, Ken, this is a video of myself and Baxter the Wonder Dog, filmed all on my Mavic Air. It's short and kind of silly, but hopefully you might be able to use it. I tried capturing Baxter using grabbing the chuck it. You know, that stick that throws the ball so you don't have to touch it because it's all slobbery from the dog?
Yeah.
Says, I tried to do that with my Mavic Air. It's not as easy as I thought. Thanks for all you do, and keep up the good work. Love the Thursday Night Live, even though I don't always get to watch it live. I wrote the music for this video myself. So thanks for everything you do. Kevin from Humboldt Craftworks. And this is the viewer video of the week. Enjoy. Doggy. Yeah!
Very cool.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for sending that in. Kevin from Humboldt Craftworks. Appreciate it. If you want to send something in, just anything, you can send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. Please send a streaming link and not a big, huge honking file. Because when you send a big, huge honking file, my computer goes, hey, I can't scan that old thing for viruses. We don't know if someone's going to be nefarious and mean and send you a virus. So, did someone just super chat us here at the very end?
Yeah, Mel wanted us to mention Jim. He said that his cancer has returned and he starts treatment again next month.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, man, we will definitely be thinking about him, man. That's,
absolutely, Jim. Good luck with the treatment, and it has to happen right around the holidays too, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I hope that you can get back into remission where you belong. And Relentless, $10 super chat. Thank you for all that you do. Dana, you want to just take a minute or two and do a a Q&A, just a real quick Q&A, because I know people think that we ignore the chat, and I apologize.
I try not to. I try to keep my eye on it. And,
yeah. What have people been saying? If you got any questions real quick before we go, and we covered everything, right? We got the Raz. We gave away the thing. Talked about the eyeballs. We miss anything?
Dan Castle, he's talking about in here about he did the Bon Jovi tour in 2009. He said that was the end for him. He was done.
Bon Jovi's still alive?
Well, in 2009, I guess he was.
I'm just kidding. Alan King likes turnips. Good for you. I don't. Do you like turnips?
No, I can't tell.
That was pretty random. Do you like turnips? I don't. When are you starting your Christmas stuff? Down at the Opry, I guess?
Oh, that's right. You know what? Our first show is, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this minute, because we're talking about it. Our first Christmas show is going to be, we're playing in South Haven, Mississippi on the 29th of November with Alabama. And then we go to Pikeville, Kentucky on the 30th of November. And that is the first Christmas show. Pikeville, Kentucky.
Very cool.
And then Bowling Green, Kentucky, and then Branson the next 2 days.
Someone just asked me when I'm going to get my passport. And I know there's some people in Australia wondering if I'm ever going to get it. I just have to make the time because the post office here in my local town doesn't offer passports, so I have to go to the neighboring town. And if you know West Tennessee at all, you know you have to go about 300 cows down to get to another town, as I am out here in the middle of nowhere.
It was 700 cows from
and
your place to mine.
And if you don't believe me, go ahead and Google Earth this address. This is where I am right now. Google Earth that address, and you'll see that there is nothing.
I've been right there in it. I know.
Yeah. Phantom Hodge Drone asked me what kind of control board I use. Well, let's go to camera 2, and I'll show you. This is my little mini-me Yamaha MG10XU board. It's a USB board that goes right in the computer. And then this thing right here, my sound effects, that's actually a 360 Systems instant replay that I use primarily for morning show stuff. And then if you're curious about my Wirecast setup, there's the Wirecast. That's what I'm streaming with. Oh, it's Raz. So, what else? Anybody?
Bob Casey asked, when are we in Bowling Green? That's December 1st. Therefore, I will not be at Spin Up, unfortunately.
Okay. And Mick Malloy likes Vegemite.
I'll be done.
And that's as good a place as any to go ahead and hit the bye-bye music.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
One more super chat from Zebra Meat. That's what I'm calling you. Zebra Meat. $10 super chat money for Around the World Spark. Hope it smells like lavender. Well, a lot of people will be handling it, including the post office. And if you know the post office, they don't smell like lavender. That's not a dig on the post office. That's just, it's a lot of people. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You know, I really don't advertise this show too much on social media. So if you would do me that favor and let everybody know about it, Thursday Night Live, if you think that they would be interested in it, go ahead and let them know about it. I really appreciate it. And until next time, thanks for watching. Thank you very much, Dana. Thank you, Randy Severino, for coming in and telling us all about the cool movie stuff that you do. And with that, abba
and bye.
meat. Pigeon jerky, the killer could process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's got much nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, a killer could process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.